Taurus, welcome. This is your December reading for 2022. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you so much for being here. I hope y'all are doing well. We're going to do this spread in the style of a past, present, future, as in the order of events, which may or may not have happened. All right, flying right out. Start out with the Three of Pentacles, coming together, wanting to build it. Followed by the High Priestess and the Six of Swords in the middle of the journey. In the current energies, as in the order of events, we have the Queen of Swords wanting to make a declaration. Six of Pentacles, equanimity, balance, and the Devil, some shadow energy. In the immediate future, we have the Chariot, the vehicle to victory. It's very swift. And the Star, a divine wish. And finally, the Ace of Cups. Who do you want to give your love cup to? Or what? The overall energy of your reading is death, ending, and transformations. All right, and the underlying energy is the Four of Cups. There's some disappointment there. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's get right into it and clarify death. Spirit, why is death here? What does Taurus need to know about endings and transformations in the overall energy of their read for December 2022? Okay. All right, Taurus, you got the Hangman, the Three of Pentacles again. That's what you lead out with over here. And one more, the Empress. Empress is Taurus energy for sure. Very grounded, very nurturing, very, very creative. Hangman, hanging back, waiting, watching. Yeah, you want this. You want this stability. Okay. Underlying that, King of Pentacles, speaking of stability, he's the master of it. All right. Endings and transformations. You know what? Before we move on, I'm just so curious. This Three of Pentacles over here. On death. Spirit, why is the Three of Pentacles here on death? What does Taurus need to know? All right. And it's your card, Taurus. The Hierophant. This could be about marriage. It could be about your core beliefs, higher learning. What else comes out around it? There's that disinterested card. It's the underlying energy of your entire reading. Four of Cups. Disappointment, disengaged, not interested, bummed out. And the Fool, a new beginning. A new beginning. So this is wanting to come together with others to build it, to build a new beginning after an ending. But you're disappointed with how things are going. That's what you're showing. Okay. Underlying energy there. Ooh, the Empress again. Interesting. And the perfect match to... Oh no, that's the Emperor. What am I saying? All right, let's take a look at this Empress, please. I want to know what this Empress is about on death, the ending and transformation. Is she pregnant? Are we ending the gestation and giving birth? What's going on here with the Empress? Okay, Temperance is here. Page of Swords. We're getting ready. We're watching. Just like the Hangman, watching. Ooh. A loss. Mourning. Regret. Grief. Balance and healing's being called in. This is very curious why this Empress is tied up to this, because the Empress is all about life, creation, and now she's sandwiched in between the grief card and death with the angel here for balance and healing. And the Page of Swords is showing that this is being witnessed, this is being watched. This is being watched. Underlying energy, it's about a committed relationship. At least a relationship. Probably committed. Probably married here. Alright, let's move on. I'm glad we took a look at that, and I bet you we'll be referred back to it. Let's take a look at this Three of Pentacles over here. We've clarified this one. We got the Hierophant, Four of Cups, and the Fool. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Why is Taurus showing up with the Three of Pentacles in the recent past? What does Taurus need to know? And we have the Page of Pentacles, wanting to make an initial investment. It's early on in this, wanting to come together to build it. This is new. Followed by Temperance again. Alright. Balance and healing is required, and perhaps some diplomacy to temper the situation. We have the Six of Swords. You got it coming up in a couple cards. This is in the middle of it. You're on a journey. You've left something behind already. Some kind of ending, guys. I don't know exactly what this is, but left something behind, but you're not at the new destination yet. But the desire is here to invest time, money, resources to build something from the ground up, to get a solid foundation. Underlying energy, the Devil, shadow energy is underlying this desire, perhaps. Alright. Well, we'll see that Devil a little bit later on. Let's move on. Let's take a look at the High Priestess. This is your intuition, calling it in, listening to your intuition, I hope. Also, Pisces energy. Why is the High Priestess here? Alright, and we have an offering, a gift from the universe. If you choose to nurture this, you could grow it into some major stability. What does your intuition tell you? And you have the Knight of Wands, very playful energy, very fun, life of the party, wants to have a good time, very excited, little bit adolescent behavior, kind of, you know, not very reliable, but certainly the life of the party and a lot of fun to be around, and feeling very playful energy. Okay, and we have the Sun. This is success, bliss, joy, the ultimate happiness, feeling on top of the world with the sun shining on the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Is this what your intuition is telling you? Wow. Well, whatever it is, you got to go for it. You got no choice with cards like that. Underlying energy. Oh my goodness. Devil shows up again. Third time in counting. All right, well, should we clarify anything here? See if we can learn anything? Wanting to come together to build it. You've got an opportunity. You see this as you can feel it. If you're really in touch with your highest self through the High Priestess energy, you are connecting to your soul and listening to the messages. I wonder what this devil is. We're going to find out at some point. I don't think we're meant to just yet. All right. So your intuition says yes. Go for it. Let's move on and take a look at the Six of Swords in the middle of the journey, having left the old behind, as we stated before. Not at the new destination yet. Why is the Six of Swords here as the final card in the recent past, Spirit? What does Taurus need to know? Okay. Feelings of abandonment and lack. And the Knight of Pentacles. Slow walking it. Moving very slowly on this journey. Away from the Five of Pentacles, yes. And it's a work in progress. This is something that you're working very hard on, and it's repetitive kind of work. This part of the journey. All Pentacles, feeling lack, walking away from it, moving on to better pastures, if you will. Calmer waters, better pastures. And it's taken a lot of work and focus, but you've got it. You're putting the work in. Okay, underlying energy, Seven of Wands, doing everything to keep your peace. Your peaceful bubble around you. That's all you care about right now. Okay, fair enough. Let's take a look at the Queen of Swords in the current energies as in the order of events. Why is the Queen of Swords here? What does she have to say? What does the Queen of Swords have to say, Spirit? What do you say, Queen? All right, we have the Two of Cups. This is some sort of partnership. It could be romantic, doesn't have to be. And the Eight of Swords. There's a lot of confusion surrounding this, feeling stuck, not knowing what to do. There's that devil, fourth time. Fourth time, including the one that's on the table, that we are seeing this archetype. Shadow energy is definitely this Eight of Swords, because when you look at this card, you can see, if you just look at her reflection in the mirror, that's the shadow energy with the crows, the murder of crows, spinning the bindings around her, keeping her blindfolded, keeping her unable to move. But if you look at her in reality, I should do it this way. She doesn't look like that at all. So a lot of this is her own thoughts, her own doing, and that's, the devil likes that. Likes to keep that confusion, to keep us in bondage. We have to ask ourselves why. Why do we let that happen? All right. So, what is the Queen saying? She's saying, I'm going to cut those bindings off with the truth and the clarity. Underlying energy. Ooh, King of Wands. Every time he shows up, I think he's so fine. I get distracted. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Devil. Why is the Devil here on the Queen of Swords, please? Is she being sharp with her tongue? Is she creating the confusion with her words surrounding some kind of partnership? Why is the Devil on the Queen of Swords, Spirit? What does Taurus need to know? Okay, well, it surrounds this Two of Cups. We now know is a romantic partnership, somebody you homestead with, perhaps a whole family on the homestead. This shadow energy is definitely wrapped up in it. And planning the future, the Devil and the Two of Wands. Somebody has a plan. Somebody's planning away at the future, strategizing, feeling stuck, but you're in planning mode. There it is, the Devil. This is the 5th time we're seeing this archetype. We're not even halfway through, or maybe we're halfway through the reading, but this is Spirit saying it is what it is. We've described it accurately. It is what it is. There's some deceit here. I feel like it's to yourself, because I'm not saying it wouldn't affect other people, but you're like the main player. I don't really understand it. But it's tied up to this Eight of Swords, which we need to look at next. Okay? The underlying energy for that is the Magician. Yeah, this confirms it. I mean, this is you manifesting it. There's all the ingredients here that you are manifesting this shadow energy, these thoughts that are keeping you in this planning stage. Planning. Queen of Swords, she sets boundaries. She makes declarations, announcements, bringing truth and clarity. But with the Devil here, it's really not that clear. But this is for the Eight of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Well, he's needed for sure. And what else? Who else? The Six of Cups. This is a soul connection again, just like the Two of Cups. And here we have the 10 of Cups. And now we have the Six of Cups. Soul connection. Somebody you know from the past. You want to make some kind of decision, some kind of really clear decision about it. And there's that Three of Pentacles again in the overall, and it was your first card that you showed up with. It's buried under here. It's under there, I promise. Yep, it's under there. It's under this Devil right here. The Three of Pentacles. So the 3rd time we're seeing that. I feel like you're in a committed relationship, but you're thinking about somebody from the past, is what it seems like. and there's a lot of confusion in your head around it. You're trying to keep your emotions out of it and make a logical decision, but that doesn't work because this is a soul connection. You have history with this person. Underlying energy, the Four of Swords. You're taking time out to contemplate this and try and get your thoughts together. So you haven't made any moves here, but you're showing me what you're thinking about. And it's not all perfectly clear to me, but I feel like you're already in a commitment, but you are thinking about somebody from the past. And we have two devils. You're planning, you're imagining what the future would be like. And it just seems deceitful. You know, maybe the family that you have now, that you already have, this Ten of Cups, this happy family that you are portraying isn't as happy as you're portraying it, or you wouldn't be considering this person from your past. Even if it's just in your thoughts, it kind of seems like that could be some of the deceit that's tied up here. And you're feeling stuck, you're feeling bound. Your heart's over here. And I'm not saying it's not over here, but it feels stronger that you're being pulled to the past. All right. That's that for now. Let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles right at the heart of your reading, Taurus. Six of Pentacles. Why is it here, Spirit? This card of equanimity, equal give and take, balance. Balancing the scales, making things right, making things fair. Okay, and we have the Seven of Cups. You're thinking about your choices and how to make things fair and balanced. Okay. It's like you're planning. You're planning, but you're not sure. And here we have death and rebirth, which is that ending and transformation. We have to refer back to the overall energy of the read. Same card, same meaning. Ending and transformation. Are you trying to end this relationship and transform into what? Let's clarify that. Let's clarify all of it. The choices, death, and your final clarifier for... Oh, we have to clarify it all. The world. This is a big cycle closing out. Something's coming to an end so that something else can begin. Very interesting, Taurus. Underlying energy, Ace of Swords. This is correct. Okay. What should we look at first? Let's start at the beginning. Let's look at the Seven of Cups choices. What can we learn about the Seven of Cups on the Six of Pentacles for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know about the Seven of Cups on the Six of Pentacles, please? Knight of Swords. You could rush right in, charge right in, take action. Nine of Wands. You could stand back and be very guarded and protective of your energy. You are wounded from the past, so you're very, very cautious. All right, Miss B. Miss B wants to go out. I'm going to have to pause this video for 2 seconds and let her out. And the Ace of Wands. This is another choice. This is an opportunity to take bold action, which seems like what the Knight of Swords is doing, but this is just a different kind of action. So you could rush right in, you could do nothing, stay protected and guarded of your self, and or take an opportunity to do something completely different and completely bold. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Underlying energy. We have the Seven of Swords. This is deceit again, deceit. This is also a card of cut and run. Cut and run. Take what you can and run is the underlying energy with this. Or is it deceit? It feels like deceit. These Seven of Cups are confusing. And with the devils over here and the confusion. Let's take a look at death and rebirth. Why is death and rebirth here on the Six of Pentacles? Balancing the scales. And in order to bring balance and fairness, there has to be an ending and a complete transformation. What do we need to know? Death and rebirth on the Six of Pentacles. What does Taurus need to know? Okay, you get a little story here. Start out with the Nine of Cups. This is a card of personal happiness and satisfaction. Okay, you're holding on tight to what you want. Personal happiness and satisfaction and manifesting. You have all the tools to make it happen. You can make this happen. It's in your focus. You're working on it, and it's quite the plan that you're working on. It's extensive here. This is what you're working on. It's part of your everything. Part of your greatest desire, of your legacy. Wow. That's pretty intense, Taurus. Underlying energy, the Tower. So this ending could be caused by a tower. This is the underlying energy of all that story. For your own personal satisfaction. This is surrounding ending. This is death and transformation. Your own personal satisfaction. You're holding on tight. You have all the tools to manifest this. You're working on it. You're planning it. You're doing what needs to be done strategically. And this is all for your everything. Okay. And it's going to cause some kind of abrupt destruction as you manifest this. Maybe that's part of your plan. You're trying to do it in a way that causes the least amount of destruction, or who knows? Maybe you want to create the most amount of destruction. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like you're planning something. You're planning, at least in your mind, you're planning it very thoroughly. And you're showing us why. Because I feel like you love somebody else other than the one that you're with. And you're trying to see how you can get out of the one that you're with. And you're just running through all kinds of scenarios in your mind. And that's that Seven of Cups. And these are different choices by example of how you might get out of it. But all of them are going to cause a tower, which is some kind of abrupt destruction, to others. Others will be involved, Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Let's take a look at, we've got one more clarifier on that Six of Pentacles, and that's this World card. This is an old cycle closing out before a new one can begin. Major life cycle. Major change here. Why is the World on the Six of Pentacles right at the heart of Taurus's read. Spirit, what do we need to know? What does Taurus need to know? The world on the Six of Pentacles. Okay, the star, it has to do with your divine wish. The star is coming up next. Not next. Three cards next. It's your center card in your immediate future. Okay. um, okay, so the star, your divine wish. Yes, it's beautiful. And King of Pentacles. This is your card, Taurus, one of them. This is the master of your resources. You're very grounded, you're very steady, you're very reliable here. This is your divine wish. And you, with this wish on your mind, you feel empowered, you feel whole, you feel like yourself. And I don't know, maybe you haven't felt like yourself in a while, but when you think about this, it makes you feel really good. It's part of your everything, because because of how you feel when you're with that person. I don't know, when you're with this person from the past. What else? What else? Seven of Pentacles, assessing the situation. Okay. All right, I believe that. Underlying energy, there's the Chariot, the fastest vehicle to victory. It's coming up in a couple of cards. Repeating energies, guys, they're the ones you want to pay extra attention to. Okay. All right, you want to go after this divine wish. That's where you feel your best. And you're assessing, I know the Seven of Pentacles is assessing the situation, but I feel like you're planning. You know what's planning? The Three of Pentacles, and you got that 3 times. So I feel like you're planning. What are you planning? This is the underlying energy, the vehicle to victory, and how to get there the fastest is what you're thinking about. What is the best approach? Interesting. I don't know what you're up to, but I kind of know what you're up to. I just don't know why. All right, let's take a look at the Devil. This shadow energy, the final card in the current energies as the order of events go. Spirit, why is the Devil coming up next? What is the Devil doing here? What does Taurus need to know about this shadow energy? What is keeping them bound? What do they need to know? Okay, let's see. We have, all right, 3 fell out. That's perfect. The Magician. There you are, manifesting again. The Magician keeps coming up all over the place. And the Ace of Cups. Look what you're manifesting. Yes. The Ace of Cups is your final card in the reading, so we're seeing repeating energies galore. And yes, repeating energies galore. In fact, they're touching each other. 10 of Pentacles. But this is all on the shadow energy. You manifesting this. You want to give your divine love. You want to share it with this thing that's your everything. This thing, this person, this soul connection from the past, the one you want to build a foundation with. Wow. All right, underlying energy. Yeah, it's the star. The star. It's coming up. It's coming up, and we just saw it right here. So, again, repeating energy. Spirit is saying this is correct. This is your divine wish. You have to go for it. I mean, if it means this much to you, you just have to do it. You're never going to be able to let this go. It's just dragging out for some reason. Dragging out slow walking it. Slow. So painfully slow. Yeah. You might just be troubled and not wanting to hurt the people that you're around now, and you feel maybe just feel bad, feel deceitful, and yet your heart is just pulling you. The heart wants what the heart wants. I mean, it just does. We all understand that. Okay. I don't see how you could not. All right. I wonder, I'm sitting here wondering, should we clarify anything here because it's all on the shadow energy. And I'm not sure that I understand that. Let's just see what information we can get when we clarify. Let's look at the magician on the devil. What can we learn about the magician on the devil? Up to some no good tricks, deceitful tricks to get out of this? Is that what this is? Oh, look at that. It didn't hit the table or flip up. We're going to do a catch and release. Justice. Justice. We were just supposed to see it. Justice is wanting to make things right, wanting to balance, bring in balance, wanting to make things right. And it's also karma, wanting to make things right, but it didn't flip all the way up. Interesting. Okay, let's continue. The magician on the devil spirit. What does Taurus need to know about this magician on the devil? Okay, look, repeating energy, Wheel of Fortune, an old cycle to close out so a new one can start. That's what you're manifesting. Okay. You're in the middle of it. We've seen this Six of Swords several times. You've already left. Whatever the old way is, you've left it. You've already changed your thoughts. Your mind has already changed. And we have the Five of Swords. This is winning at all costs. You are planning something, I'm telling you. I don't know exactly what, but you're trying to turn this wheel. You want to turn this wheel so you can get your divine wish. And you're willing to be deceitful to do it if you have to. Okay. The underlying energy here is the Hermit. This is a card about isolation. You could even ghost people or ghost someone if you have to. If you feel like you have to. This is about deep introspection. Shining the light in the dark. Seeing what's in your way. What's blocking your path. Interesting. Well, we know what the shadow energy is here, tied up to the magician. You're willing to do anything at all costs. You're willing to hurt others to turn this wheel and to get to your new destination. Okay. That's what the cards are saying. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, let's look at the Ace of Cups on the devil. Wanting to share that love cup, that divine love and joy with somebody. But it's on the devil. What do we need to know? What does Taurus need to know about the Ace of Cups on the devil, please? Ace of Cups on the devil. All right, the High Priestess comes out. What else? Judgment. You're being called to behave from your highest self. You're being called to use some discernment. more than you want, more than you typically would. Maybe to behave, you're being called to respond differently. And the Queen of Cups is here. This is Pisces energy, and so is the High Priestess. Doesn't have to be. I just couldn't help but notice it. All right. I believe you're being called to not pull a Five of Swords, not pull a Seven of Swords, not pull a giant big tower, not use deceit to end this. But you may feel already caught up, so caught up in something that it's already deceitful. So I don't know if there's a way that you could just come clean and say what you want. Because the cards are showing me that, you know, you have a good thing going where you are, but it's not where you want to be. And that you know you want to be with your soul connection from the past. Could you just be honest? Wouldn't that be the simplest, easiest, well, maybe not easiest, but the simplest thing? All right, underlying energy here is the King of Wands. Confident, determined, attractive energy, but very confident in taking action. Making a plan, taking action, and determined to follow it through. A sort of fatherly type figure, King of Wands. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ten of Pentacles on the Devil. Why, Spirit? What do we need to know about this Ten of Pentacles on the Devil? Why is it here? Why is shadow energy tied up with Taurus's Ten of Pentacles? What does Taurus need to know about the Ten of Pentacles on the Devil, please? Okay. The Sun. The card of victory, the Six of Wands. Victory, success, recognition, crossing the finish line. Being celebrated here for your victory. And the Seven of Swords. There's that card of deceit. This is cut and run. Taking everything you have quickly and just going. Because when you think of this Ten of Pentacles, that's what you just want to go. That's what you're telling me. You just want to pick up and go, because that would be so victorious and make you so happy, bring all the joy, all the bliss, all the blessings. You just want to go. Wow. This is really strong. You're showing this over and over again, what you want, and that you're willing to do any of these things to get it. But you're being called higher than that. So not to do the shadow energy around it. There's got to be another way. There's got to be light energy that you could use to still to do this. Underlying energy, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. He wants to deliver messages of love. He wants to share his emotions. Impulsively. This knight feels impulsive. But Taurus, you're so grounded and steady, you hold yourself back from these energies, which is, you know, a good thing for you, for the most part. You don't behave impulsive. You behave more like the Knight of Pentacles back there, slow walking it, taking your time. Seven of Pentacles, analyzing and assessing the situation, planning. But you sure are fantasizing about lots of different choices here, lots of different ways to go about it. Like, if you could get it really, really fast, what would be the fastest way to do it? And, what would be the kindest way to do it, which is probably slow. And who knows? But I don't know the answer. All I know is there's a lot of deceit showing up and a lot of planning and a lot of assessing. And I just wish you could just not have to deal with all the deceit and you could just be honest and forthright about exactly what you want. Life is too short. It could be over next week if you hem and haw and plan versus just going right to the heart of the matter, to the people that matter, and just opening up your heart and just being honest. It's going to hurt either way, whether you have some other plan or the honesty thing. I mean, I think the honesty thing could be this Ace of Wands. This is the bold action. This takes a lot of courage to do something like that, because it'd be a lot easier, I think, to come up with some kind of tower to destroy it, or some kind of, ghost them and just disappear, which is terrible. Don't do that. That really messes with people. Um, you know, it'd be much better to be able to go in and say, hey, I'm sorry, this is going to hurt, but I have to be honest with you because I have to be honest with myself. Just it feels like that would be, as scary as that would be a simpler way to go about it and less harmful in the end to everyone involved. If you are thinking about, doing this, like the cards are showing. Okay, let's move on. You've got three more cards coming up. Let's clarify the Chariot. Spirit, why is the Chariot here? I'm glad we took a look at all that. I know it's very in-depth, but it brings more layers to the story about what's going on in the psyche and the emotions and all that jazz. Spirit, why is the Chariot here? This vehicle to victory, showing up in Taurus's immediate future. What does Taurus need to know? What do we need to know about this Chariot in the immediate future? Okay, we have the Page of Cups, hopeful energy, strength, calling in strength and courage. Okay, and the Hermit. There's that card of isolation and deep introspection. Vehicle to victory. You hope you have the courage to underlying energy, the Moon, things that are hidden. You're hoping you have the courage to do something. I don't know what, because the Hermit could be, as we discussed before, like ghosting someone, but it's also the card of deep reflection for oneself. So maybe with strength here, you're trying to tame your inner beast. And the Page is here to, you're learning how to tame your inner beast of wanting to ghost or wanting to just at all cost, win at all costs, get what you want. And so you go into this hermit mode and isolate yourself in hopes that you can come up with a solution so that you can take this vehicle to victory quickly. So it could be a couple of things like that. But like I said, the underlying energy is the Moon. And it's things that are still yet to be revealed, buried secrets, buried emotions. In hermit mode, you could be working on that. You could be facing that, shining the light in the dark and facing these things so that you get it all straight. And that's probably why it takes so long in the Knight of Pentacles energy. Do we need to clarify anything here? Yeah, the Hermit, just to see if we can learn anything else. Spirit, why is the Hermit here on the Chariot? Is there anything we need to know about the Hermit on the Chariot, please? Okay, the King of Wands flew out. We just saw him before, and now he's back. King of Wands, determined and confident in the actions that he takes. Okay, good. So now I think that this Hermit is you going into that deep reflective mode. You're going deep because you want to be confident. You want to feel good about your actions, about your decisions, about ending a cycle so you can begin a new one, major cycle. That we've seen that World card come up multiple times, and you're making the investment with the Page of Pentacles. You're putting in the energy, the effort, the resources, the money, the time, whatever it is to do this, to go into hermit mode and to figure it out so that you can be confident about your decision and about the action that you're going to take to end this cycle. I feel like you already know you're going to end it. It keeps coming up. You're going to end it. That death is here multiple times, and death is always about an ending and transformation. So you want to end the world. It's about ending and a beginning, but one can't happen until the other one does. So it's all connected. You're showing me you want it. You're just trying to figure out the best way to do it. Good job, Taurus. Okay. The cards are clear. Everything's congruent. Underlying energy, look what we have. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. It's all congruent. This is hopeful energy. You're feeling hopeful about this method of isolating yourself, removing yourself from the situation completely. In other words, you're not talking to this person from your past. You're not dealing with that at all. You're just by yourself, quiet most of the time, not allowing many distractions in life to take up your time, because it's in the silence that we receive the answers the best, and that we calm the mind, our crazy monkey minds that are designed to be monkey minds. So it looks like you're just doing the work. You're doing exactly what you need to do to come up with something that makes you feel confident about your decision and your actions. All right, it could take a while. The Hermit is a long-term inner work kind of card, and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest fucker in the whole deck. So, but slow and steady wins the race, hopefully. And we are moving on. I feel good about that. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at the star, your divine wish here in the immediate future. What can we learn about the star in the immediate future? What does Taurus need to know, Spirit, about this star? What about their divine wish? There's conflict surrounding this wish. Battling and conflict, probably inner battle and conflict. Queen of Swords, you are contemplating how you're gonna your announcement. You're gonna announce this somehow, but you're having some conflict. You're battling how you're gonna announce it, how you're gonna tell people what it is that you need, want, desire, have to have, because it's part of your legacy. It's part of your Ten of Pentacles, whatever this is. And there's the King, your card, coming up again. Your divine wish to feel like yourself again, to feel whole again. I feel like nobody else knows that you haven't felt like yourself in a long time, but you know. And this is showing up because it's part of your divine wish to you know, it's like, you know, you have to go do this. You have to do this. This is making something right. Wow. Okay. Underline. Spirit is amazing. Thank you, Spirit. Six of Cups. Underlying energy here. Yeah. This is exactly what you're thinking about with this Queen of Swords mode. You're thinking about your person from the past. You're battling. How are you going to announce this? But you're also excited because this makes you feel more like your best self than you ever felt. At least that's what you remember from the past about this person, and that's why you're so focused on getting back to them. Okay. All right. Do we need to clarify anything here? Nope. Okay. All right. Let's move on and take a look at your final card here, the Ace of Cups. This is your divine cup of love, where your cup runneth over with joy. What do we need to know about this Ace of Cups? What does Taurus need to know about the Ace of Cups in their immediate future, please? One more. Okay. Check that out. Ace of Wands. We saw that back here, and we have it right here. Ace of Wands. Divine opportunity to take some bold action that ignites your passion, your fire. It's already burning in your mind, the thoughts, and it has big impact on your emotion. There's a lot of love here and a lot of passion. Look what came up again, guys. Again and again and again. I think this is the fourth time we're seeing the star show itself. Your divine wish. Yes, it's all wrapped up in that. And oh my gosh, look, you're gonna get this because the Six of Wands is showing itself. Victory, celebration, crossing that finish line. Victory, victory, victory. The cards don't get any better than this. Look, Ace of Cups, Star, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, victory. Wow. Well, that's like a real firework finish there, if you ask me. Underlying energy. Oh, look at that. Eight of Wands. I love this card. It's so cool. Energy moving quick. I feel like these kinds of cards, these feelings, get your heart racing like that. Like you're ready to go. It's very, very exciting. You would love to send messages like right now and tell your person how you feel. They don't even know what's going on with you. Your person from the past is completely unaware of this thing that you're going through, this thing that you're thinking about. But you were smart. You didn't want to involve anybody. You don't want any outside influence. You don't want outside influence here. You want to do this on your own in hermit mode. You have to. That way you know it's coming completely from you. You're not under the influence of anyone else. You just take the time to be by yourself in quiet to figure it out. And that really is the fastest way to get there, even though it feels slow as molasses. It is the vehicle to victory, and the fastest vehicle to victory for authentic authentic work, and you're doing the authentic work. And that's why you're being called to go higher than any of that shadow stuff. And this is answering the call. You're called to go, look, the hermit is all the way up here, like perched, I think, on this high rock, but it almost looks like they're floating in midair. But either way, you are being called higher, and this hermit is answering the call. You're answering the call to your highest self to behave in the highest way. And you have this opportunity here to take bold action and follow your passions, your divine wish, and be very successful at it, and feel like yourself again. Feel really like joyous, happy, like you showed up back here. This playful energy, the Knight of Wands, the Sun, the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, all of it. The Three of Pentacles, wanting to come together to build it. Yeah, so as we look back at these main energies over here of your the overall energy of the reading, it all makes sense. Ending, transformation. You want to come together and build it. Taurus, this is your card. It could also represent marriage. You are disappointed with the way things have gone, and you want a new start. You want a new beginning with the Fool. You want this. And right now the energy is stagnant. You're hanging back and you're looking at things from every angle in the hangman position, looking at it from every perspective angle you can possibly look at it before you make any kind of move. And when you do make a move, it's going to be with the King of Swords and Queen of Swords energies. Okay? With logic and just making the best decisions. Logic and truth and honor and cutting through any bullshit. Those are the energies you're working with. That's what you're shooting for. And this is the key. This and this. The High Priestess and the Hermit is always the answer. It's the answer to everything, honestly, to tell you the truth. So over here, what else do we have? Because in the beginning it's more confusing, but when we look back, everything makes more and more sense. So here we have the Empress. The Empress. She's all about creation. Creating and ending a loss, grieving, watching it happen, paying attention, learning and watching, bringing in balance, tempering the situation with some healing to create an ending. She's creating an ending and a transformation. This is your energy, Taurus. Yep. It all makes perfect sense. Okay, well, that's what we have for you. I just wanted to go back over it again, and it just feels right. It really does. Your cards are very consistent. And, I wish you guys the best. I hope you get to follow your passions with doing the least amount of hurt and damage along the way. And to be your authentic self and to follow your dreams and your wishes and be very successful and have all the blessings of the sun on your divine love. This is better than any poker hand, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps other people to be able to see the video because then YouTube pushes that out. And it'd be nice, whoever needs to hear these messages, if they could benefit from them, I would be so grateful. All right, guys. Until next time, take care.